Just this little screen up here, it's going to record everything we do. This, I have a mic mounted. It's going to record everything I say. So it's not going to record you guys, unless you talk, but it's just going to record what I do on the screen. So we'll minimize that while we are doing everything else. So what questions from last night's homework do you need help on? Does anyone need help on one? We'll just do it this way. I'll just start at one and we'll just go through all of them. So, yeah, one. Okay, so if a person earns 5% raise in their salary was $16,700. So we're looking for the part or the amount of raise. The raise will be 5% of their salary. So what does of tell me to do? Multiply. Can I use this percent value or do I need to do something with it? Miriam?
Make it into a decimal.
I need to make it into a decimal. So I do 0.05 because I move that decimal 2 places to the left. One of the first things I would do tomorrow when you get your test is write this on it. Who can remind us why? What that tells us, what it reminds us to do? Colin?
Decimal into percent into decimal.
And how many places? Hey, why are we talking? 2 places, right? So, I now have 0.05 of, we already said multiply, their salary is $16,700. When I compute this, we get that their raise, we'll just call that R, was $835. Now pay attention, are they looking for the raise amount or the annual salary amount? Now notice what the problem actually said. Using a percent greater than 100. I wanted to show this first, but then we're going to go use the percent greater than 100. So I'm going to capture this real quick. I'm going to clear this, and we're going to say their new salary. I need you to clear. I mean, it's going to be up on Schoology. I would write this down if you still need help on the 6-7 homework. This is problem 1 from the 6-7 homework. So their new salary. How do we talk about their new salary? If it's more than the old salary, and we want a percent to go in here compared to the old salary. If the new salary is 5% raised, is that going to be more or less than the old? Sorry? If you get a raise, do you make more money or less money than you had? More, right? So this old salary was our 100%. If I've increased by 5%, my new salary will be 105% of the old salary. So again, we convert this to a decimal by going 2 places. I now will call this N for the new salary, 1.05 times the old salary, 16,700. Notice what's going to happen here. We already calculated the raise amount. Our new salary, when we calculate that 105% of 16,700, will just be the old salary with the raise added into it. So the new salary is going to be $17,535. Does that make sense? When you're using percents over 100%, you have to, well, now it disappeared. Come back. There we go. 17,535, 17,535, and that is correct. Yeah.
It says to remind you to pass out the answer.
I just have a couple. Let's get through class, at least as many questions as we can. Remind me about that again here in just a little bit. Questions on this one? For the new salary, using a percent over 100, or do you just want to see another one?
Can you do number 2?
Number 2? I surely can. It's going to look really weird on the video when I close my screen and open it. So Mrs. Hemmer, I told the kids about this. Now today, we are recording everything we're doing, and it will be hopefully posted up on YouTube and then on the Schoology page. So I'm just trying out this new technology today. So there's no notes for today, actually. Those are not today's notes. Those are notes for chapter 3, actually. A salesperson. Now this problem relates directly to my life. I'm not joking. I don't lie when I tell you guys these stories. I used to work at Macy's, Have I told you guys this yet? I worked at Macy's in the fine jewelry department. When I got hired, I assumed I'd be like folding clothes or whatever, but I went in a nice shirt and tie, and I like looked real nice, and they're like, "You could probably sell jewelry." They're like, "Can you pass a background check?" I said, "Yeah, I'm a teacher. I can pass a background check." Because if I had stolen something or if I had anything on my record, they wouldn't have put me in the jewelry counter because they wouldn't be able to trust me. So at the jewelry counter, and this is very similar to Macy's, this jewelry counter, there people make 6 3/5% commission. I made 7% commission on everything I sold. Every dollar I sold, I made 7 cents. Every $100 I sold, I made $7. It adds up really fast when you're selling expensive jewelry. So the first thing I want to do to this percent, we don't like fractions being involved in percents. So take your 3/5, that fraction. Remember, we want it over 10 or 100 or something, like some power of 10. How do I go from 5 to 10? Times 2. So I have to do the same thing on top. This is really going to be 6 6/10%. Do we understand how I did that?
Yes.
So,
Wait, listen.
yeah? Question.
So, if it would be 11 and 1/5.
You need to take that 1/5 and make it into a decimal value. So 1/5,
2 and
it'd be 11.2 then. Yeah, 11 and 2/10. So we really, our commission, let's call that C, is going to be 6.6% of sales. I always like to at least think about the verbal situation. If not, I write it out. So especially those of you that are working on your homework, work on your homework. Give me whatever attention you want, but you got to get this homework done. So especially if you're working on 6-7, I can help you up here. So now, who can tell me what I need to do next? Me? Most of your classmates have homework that they need to do. Yeah, I mean, I would probably wait till extensions. I would try to do as much as you can on your own right now. What do I need to do up here to solve this problem? I do need to multiply it. Can I multiply 6.6 just times my sales amount? I mean, I know my sales are 4,930. Who said I know? Sorry.
6.6 into a decimal.
We need to make this a decimal. So we move my decimal 2 places to the left. I get 0.066 times my $4,930 in sales. And guys, that's not that crazy. Like on a good day, like around Christmas, you could easily sell $5,000 worth of jewelry.
Whoa! So you get $700.
Okay, one person that walks up to the jewelry counter is probably going to spend anywhere between $200 and $1,000 or more. I had one person spend over $3,000 in one purchase. This jewelry salesperson, when we compute this, their commission for the day, not even counting their hourly pay, they're just commission, $325.38 for just their commission, which is the bonus for what you sold. Hey, we can't sit on that desk. Too high up. You can sit on the regular desk, but that is for people to stand behind it. Todd?
I have a question about
Okay.
Macy's real quick.
Yeah.
If you was the manager at Macy's, would you put me in the jewelry section?
No.
That would not be up to. So actually, the managers don't do the hiring. The HR department does the hiring.
Whatever. If you was the owner of the jewelry, would you put me there?
Are you trying to make this a race question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you were trying to do that.
Yeah. Are you? Would you?
No, because she's way too behind. She's showing that she can't work with other people.
Oh, well, she just asked me to help her. And I feel like I can. So
You feel like you can?
I
You really think you guys are gonna be
yeah.